it's Catherine Maley, and I'm going to talk about why you should write a book. I think every plastic surgeon should write a consumer book for all sorts of reasons. It makes you an authority. It increases your notoriety and your name recognition. It gives you prestige and respect. There's a good chance you'll get free PR from it, and it differentiates you from all the other surgeons in the industry. It also helps your organic SEO efforts, so you're more easily found on the internet because you'll be in more places on the internet. Now, I say this from personal experience. My book, Your Aesthetic Practice, What Your Patients Are Saying, was a game changer for me being in this industry. It told my audience of plastic surgeons that I was serious about making my mark in this industry. Now, I was interviewed by the New York Times and ABC News, and I have sold thousands of them. So they are sitting on desks all over the United States and in digital form all over the world. And my book is actually helpful, and it adds value to surgeons who want to better their best. So it's been a gift that just keeps on giving. But here's the secret. I didn't just spew my brilliance and hope for the best. As the title suggests, I actually surveyed many cosmetic patients to find out why they chose you or your competitor and what you could have done to win over more patients. This way, I'm seen as the cosmetic patient attraction specialist because I spent so much time and effort dissecting their wants, their needs, and their desires. Now that allowed me to help plastic surgeons grow their practices faster and easier because I gave them shortcuts and insights that made all the difference for them. And you can do the same. Write a consumer book that is of value to the consumer who's interested in cosmetic rejuvenation. Here are 3 secrets that will make your book pop. Here's number 1, focus. Write about one body part or one procedure. Be seen as the expert in one thing and they will stay for more. And then come up with a catchy title so the readers know immediately if this is for them or not. For example, here's some ideas for titles. 5 things you need to know about blank. The truth about blank. The secret to a great blank. Don't consider blank until you read this, and so on. Now here's number 2. Add tons of social proof. Cosmetic patients want to see other patients just like them who have experienced you and your skill. Now, the best way for you to show off your expertise is to show off your skills through great before and after photos. And then be sure to add a variety of demographics so the prospective patient can see themselves in these photos. Reviews are the next element that should be sprinkled throughout your book. What others say about you is infinitely more important than what you say about you. However, have your patients tell their story. Everyone has one. Their story starts with the problem, pain, that was causing them angst. Then, why they chose you over all the others, and that's why the reader will choose you too. Then, what the process was like, and hopefully they'll brag about how great you took, what good care you took of them, and then have them end with how great their life is now that they took action. And then here's number 3, market the heck out of your book. Writing your book is one thing, but actually getting it in front of the right audience is a whole other thing. You don't need it to be a bestseller. You just need to get it in the hands of prospective patients who actually are looking for a surgeon to help them. Spread the word about your book using every media outlet you have access to and where prospective patients go for their information. So here's a partial list to get you started. Have a book signing event and take lots of photos and videos. Invite the media. You just never know. They might show up. Send an email invite to your current patients and have them forward to their friends. Post on social platforms and have them share this with their friends. And add it to you and your staff's email signatures with a link to buy your book. You can also get invited to be a guest on popular blogs. You can also get invited to be a guest on applicable podcasts. You can sell your book on Amazon and Google Books. You can give all of your consultations your book ahead of time to increase your conversion rate. And it goes on and on and on. Now, at this point, I'm sure you're wondering how to write this book because it can seem like a daunting task, and I get that. It was for me when I did it, and I wish I had done it this way instead. Now, a big reason for this is because you don't know what to write, but that's the beauty, pun intended, of your book. You just write about what you do every day of your career. You meet with prospective patients who want that procedure. You listen to what they want and you give them what they want if it's reasonable. And then you get them back in to see their final result, and you take before and after photos of that procedure. So your content is basically the day in the life of a plastic surgeon. Yes, it can be that simple, but it's still not easy. You have to either put in your own time and or pay others to get this book project completed. So here's what you do. Once you pick one procedure or body part, it's time to collect the content. And this is actually the easy part. Now, using an iPad, have your staff videotape your consultations for that procedure with prospective patients. Now, the prospective patients don't need to be in the video because you're simply capturing what you normally say to explain the do's and don'ts, the results to expect, the pros and cons, and so on for that procedure. Now, you also want to capture the objections and the questions the prospective patients ask, because if they have those questions, so do others. So you're going to add that to the book. You also record any tools you use to communicate with patients to help them understand. Maybe you're good at sketching or using computer imaging or whatever. And to help bring in the emotion and the human side of cosmetic rejuvenation, you want to videotape patients at different stages of the process, such as those who are still researching, or the night before their surgery, or during their recovery, and definitely at their post-op appointment when they're looking good and feeling terrific. Now you need to pull it all together and get it published. And here's how you do that. You take all the videotape and the audio you collected and you hand it off to a transcriber that you're going to find at rev.com or fiverr.com. And then you're going to hand off the transcriptions to a ghostwriter that you're going to find at upwork.com. But be sure they have lots of 5-star reviews and let them edit it into a readable format. Then you're going to edit their draft and it's now ready for print. I suggest keeping this easy on you and your pocketbook and self-publishing. It's fine. You can then have Amazon print and ship it for you using createspace.com. And there you have it. That's how you create your own book. For more helpful practice building strategies, visit me at www.catherinemaley.com.